GSL. GSL Season 3.
Some fires will never die. Some will never ignite. Are you still living a lie?
Welcome back to the GSL Code S. It's time for our second best of 3.
That's right. It's going to be PvP between Deer and Parting, two of our strongest last year. Parting definitely still one of the strongest processes in the world, whereas Deer, well, you know, he's had his ups and downs, but he's been playing pretty well overall.
Yeah, let's see how Deer does here now, because Deer came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Won a GSL. And he has been doing as well since then. He's not doing terribly, but...
Yeah, well, you know, he joined the foreign team and fell off a bit. I think he didn't really have the practice schedule he had been used to, the practice schedule that had gotten him to where he was. And it didn't... So for some people that works, for some people it doesn't. So, you know, Deer, here he is once again. He's joined Samsung. An excellent team, no doubt, with great coaching staff and great players.
One of the best teams of all time. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
So he's certainly under better training, but he's against Parting, and Parting is one of the best Protoss hands down in the entire world.
Forever, man. Like, this guy is old school. He's so good, so strong. You know, you got to watch out for Parting. He's got, like, I would say, the best control of any Protoss. Especially with Stalkers.
Especially with Mothership Cores.
Oh, yeah, the Mothership Core. I saw him kill 2 Phoenixes with the Mothership Core the other day.
All right, so the map is Nimbus.
Oh, wow. Okay,
this will be cool to see. Yeah, with these two guys on
Nimbus.
I want to see how these two just brilliant players
this is probably
against each other on this map.
I would say that this is the most brutal map for PvP in the map pool. It's the only 4-player map with 4 different spawns. And in PvP, if you scout your opponent last, and he scouts you first,
you're in a lot of trouble.
I can't even tell you. Yeah, like you don't get in. There's like a Stalker and or a Mothership Core waiting for you.
And that game has now loaded up. A PvP here. The winner goes on to face off against True in the winner's match. It's a best of 3. This will be game 1 of that. Over here in the bottom right, a GSL champion. He is
Samsung Galaxy Khan Deer.
And in the upper right, in the red, WCS World Champion.
SK Telecom T1 Parting.
All right. A lot of people going crazy for Parting. You can't not love this guy. You must love him.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he's already such a great player, right? But on top of that, he's got so much personality. You talk so much trash.
Yeah.
It's so charming.
He's so, like, I love how cocky he is, and, like, he's what a cool guy.
So, let's see what happens here. A lot of this, as you were saying, Artosis, is going to come down to when and where they scout. It's also possible they don't scout.
Yeah, on a 4-player map, that's definitely an option to scout so late.
Instead of risking the chance of finding your opponent in the last spot and then also being behind on a probe.
Yeah, it's, we'll see if they scout after gases.
And so, for the time being, it's just going to be a little bit of tech in here. Double gases.
Yeah, and that's
there's first
you're
scout.
always going to see it that way.
So these are mirrored, synced up builds now.
Yeah.
The probes coming out. That was what I was waiting for.
And this is actually important. They're both scouting in the wrong direction. So it's going to be kind of even, but also, you know, it's going to be even in the fact that they both
don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they both will not find out what's going on. It's going to be a little bit too late, most likely, for them to get there. You know, you put a chrono boost in a Mothership Core and micro it well, and it's going to kill a probe coming up. So that could be an issue. I mean, if you do slip in and get to scout, that's great. It's fantastic for you. In fact, maybe they'll just get in. This is actually good for me to know, is the exact scout time where I can get in right before Mothership Core against a 13 gate.
Okay, probe high 5.
That was a probe ghost walk.
Yeah, no kidding.
They went through each other.
Okay, so
all right,
we have the cores getting close to finishing up. wonder, do they actually get there before it gets done?
I think the mothership core gets out before they get there. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we have a Stalker starting in a mothership core here.
We'll see for parting, because he's chrono boosting the mothership core, which is like, it builds quicker than a Stalker, so that's the one that would stop the scout most likely.
It's going to get out before.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like even the Stalker is going to get out in time to kill. And in fact, he knows it so well that he goes to the center and sits the watchtower because
but it looks like Deer doesn't know.
No. Look at that. Out in plenty of time, Tasteless.
Yeah, nicely done.
So that's the problem with 4-player maps in PvP. They now both have no idea what each other is doing.
Which makes it very difficult to choose the right build.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, there's a lot of instinct will be involved here, and a lot of just knowing how your opponent plays and thinks. So Parting's going to send his mothership core hugging the edge of the map here to sneak in and see what he can find. Meanwhile, Deer is getting a Stargate.
And he's getting Phoenixes, which is probably the right call here.
But
and
also,
the Phoenix is going to be able to chase that mothership core right out.
Yeah, but also keep in mind that we have Stargate here for Parting as well, and 2 more gates. So the build's not too different.
Yeah, I got to give a lead to Deer, though. The fact that he got the mothership core up quicker, I'm sorry, the Stargate up quicker, means he gets more Phoenixes. And that's a big deal.
Okay, just got to get as many probes as he can here before he goes out.
He's got to recall. He's got to recall. There you go.
Nicely done.
All right, so that's nice to get some kills, for sure. 3 workers killed.
And when you're both going for Phoenixes, if the person makes a Stargate first, well, he's basically going to always win from there on out. He's always going to win that Phoenix fight. Yeah. But here's Deer now pushed into Parting's base. Keep in mind that mothership core was very low.
That's right, and he used up its energy, so it's not like it can throw down a Nexus cannon right now.
Oh my god, this is really bad. More Stalkers are coming up now.
Well, he does get that warp in, so that's really nice. The warp gate, rather.
Meanwhile, the Phoenixes just get one gets microed back a little bit here. Deer again with the superior Phoenix numbers. He could drive back the Phoenixes and then pick up additional Stalkers, just making this easier for Deer to win now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Parting in a lot of trouble right now, Tasteless.
Also interested to note that he's attacking the Stalkers on the ground, not the ones in the air there. Simply because the ones in the air are not attacking, so he could just reduce the amount of damage overall if he kills off those other Stalkers really quickly. And I think this is going to be really difficult for Parting to hold off. I mean, the Stalkers are continuing to come in here.
Yeah.
That mothership core just now taking out GG. That's it.
I mean, without
short
Nexus
and sweet.
Cannon, it was no chance. And well done there by Deer.
Again, a bit of a weird PvP since they it was a 4-player map and they found each other so late.
Yeah. Well, you know what I really like, Tasteless? He skips the mothership core. He goes for more heavy units early on.
Oh,
the thing is,
some salt here.
Yeah.
PJ salt that.
Well, Parting is actually kind of known for scouting with the mothership core. Right now it's a big trend, but it's something that he was doing before most people and doing after most people as well. Like he does like to do something like that. And if you don't have the mothership core to make a Nexus cannon defensively, if your opponent did a sharp build like what we saw the quick Stargate,
you're just going to lose.
You're just going to lose. That's 100 gas and slower tech you traded to be able to have a Nexus cannon and a scout. You got the scout.
You can imagine the smile on Deer's face when he sees the mothership core coming to the main and says, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Have a few probes, Parting.
So well done by Deer.
Salty here. Parting. Let's see how he does in game number 2. Looking very pensive right now.
Well, we'll see what he does in this next game. You know, that can be a tough map. If it's a 2-player map, you know, you get your scout off and your plans can be a bit better.
Yeah, I wonder what exactly Parting's build's going to be. Let's see if he scouts with the mothership core here. The map pick does go to Parting, and it is going to be on King Sejong Station.
All right.
This is a great map.
Here. Yeah.
I'd say a lot less volatile in a PvP than Nimbus.
Yeah, oh, for sure. The Nimbus has to be the most volatile map. Like, I guess that and Deadwing can be pretty crazy, too, in PvP. But, you know, this is going to be a map where you can control the outcome a lot better.
Let's remember, True saw the movie, and Deer said he saw the movie. Deer's winning right now.
Oh, God.
Parting said he was going to go look up the movie on the internet that they were talking about.
I wonder if he did so.